On Monday, Dana Brown received a call from the nurse at her son's Stewart's Draft Elementary School.
The nurse called me and said that my son was at recess and he got a cut on the back of his leg. It's about 3 inches and it's deep, and she thinks that he needs to be seen to get stitches, maybe glued. She wasn't for sure. And when I got to the school, the principal needed to see me.
When Dana arrived, she was told that her son had been cut with a razor blade by another student. According to Brown, the student that had cut her child had been bullying her 9-year-old son for the majority of the school year.
The little boy started calling my son losers and other names. He's also made a statement in the cafeteria that kids that like chocolate milk and drink chocolate milk should maybe get it from his parents or his dad. My son felt like that was a racist comment. He's threw yogurt on my son twice. The second time was last week, and I went to the school. I've spoke with the teacher, a couple teachers, the assistant principal, numerous of times. I've asked for them to keep the kids separated as much as possible, and they have failed doing so.
Once Dana arrived at the school's principal, Tina Bowersox, informed Brown that her son's attacker would receive a 3-day suspension. Brown could not believe her ears. Brown knew that Augusta County Public Schools has a policy that calls for a mandatory 10-day suspension for bringing a weapon to school. Not only did her son's attacker bring a weapon to school, he used it on her son and admitted that he sliced her son with the weapon.
Kids are going to know about it in school. And if something's not done, then that's just teaching the kids it's okay. What happens next time? If it's the same little boy? What if it's another child that thinks, well, it's okay. This little boy cut somebody in school. I can too.
Tina Bowersox also failed to promptly call the school's resource officer and report the alleged crime. Brown said she had to take off of work after the incident to take her son to an urgent care facility where they glued his skin back together because the wound was so deep. Then she had to return to work. While at work that night, she finally received a call from the school's resource officer.
10 o'clock Monday night. I was at work. I had a phone call. And it was the resource officer, Reed. And he proceeded to tell me his supervisor from the sheriff's office contacted him about 9:30 saying that my son was in an incident at school, and he was highly upset because the school never contacted him.
Brown pressed Augusta County Public Schools Assistant Superintendent Doug Shiflett to give her son's attacker a just punishment for his actions. Yesterday, while I was interviewing Brown, Tina Bowersox, the principal of Stewart's Draft Elementary School, called Brown and told her that she is correct and that the policy does state that there is a mandatory 10-day suspension for any student that brings a weapon to school, but then went on to tell Brown that she cannot inform her of her son's attacker's punishment. Really, Tina? You told her what his punishment was when the incident initially happened. Remember the measly 3-day suspension you thought the child deserved for slicing another student? A black student, of course. So it's okay, no big deal, huh? The school had no problem informing Brown of the attacker's punishment before the wounding when he threw yogurt on her son. So what has changed? Brown says since the attack, her son is scared to go to school.
He doesn't even want to go back to school at all. He's terrified. He said, I don't understand why they want to hurt me inside, and now they're hurting me physically. He's so very sweet boy. All he wants to do is have friends and play. And I mean, I I don't understand. I will never understand.
Tonight, May 9th at 7 p.m., the school board will meet for their regularly scheduled meeting at the Augusta County Government Center, located at 18 Government Center Lane in Verona, Virginia. Parents and students who are against bullying and racism in the Augusta County Public School System are encouraged to attend tonight's meeting and to come out to show support for Brown and her son. Brown has a message for other parents out there.
Parents, please teach your kids to not bully or stop bullying, because it could end up being them one day, and that's a mother's worst nightmare.
In Stewart's Draft, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.